Welcome back to the Arctic Den. Today we are playing a wholesome horror visual novel. There were no comments or reviews on itch.io for it, so this may be the first one on the internet. Alright, let's see what happens. Mjork Studio presents Nina's House. Chapter 1, Welcoming. They say ghost stories are filled with fear, dread, and a sense of thrill. Now, this is the story of Mirk and his newlywed bride, Aruna, who are on their way to Mjork's late grandfather's old home, with no idea what it is that awaits for them there. Car driving down rocky dirt road. Why the hell did your grandfather leave us? A house in the middle of nowhere. It feels like some sort of backwoods murder site. Probably is. I just hope the house isn't falling apart and at least there's hot water and power. She lightly punches Mirk on the shoulder. Ouch. You shouldn't worry too much. Ina's Willie said that the house would be fully furnished and that everything works. I'm just surprised he left me this place after all these years. Plus I hear the place is spectacular. Well, I'm just glad we have our own place now instead of that old cramped apartment. You know, this guy's really positive. I think the girl is more, down to earth, and this is a horrible idea. The couple continued their drive through the thick, foggy woods for another 15 minutes before they saw the house in the distance. Unfortunately for them, they were in for a lot more than they bargained for. Great. Well, this is the forest to get murdered, Mirk. Big creepy house in the middle of the forest. Probably some loon running around out here with a mask made of face. A mask made of face? Mirk laughs under his breath. I think you're exaggerating quite a bit. Besides, Gramp said this place is close to a town, just in the opposite direction where we came from. The house doesn't look too bad, considering it's 200 years old. 200 years old? That's older than a mill house. So what you're saying is it's probably haunted or could be on the verge of collapse. You're so lucky I love you or I'd walk away right now. Lucky indeed, considering the town is roughly 20 miles from here at Slate. You make fair points and you know I wouldn't leave, so you win this time. The couple climbed out of the car, bags in tow, and made their way to the door. After fumbling with the keys for a minute, he finally managed to open the door and get inside. Nice looking bedroom. I'm exhausted from driving all day. This house is huge and I'm sure there are tons of rooms here. Not to mention whatever else. I know how you feel. At least this room is nice, and look, there's a bathroom connected to the room as well. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to freshen up before bed. Alright, you can use the bathroom first. Unless you expect me to be in the What? Who would say that out loud? You know I'm just playing. Alright, let's make it safe. The main goal is to... Where's the horror? I mean, aside the atmosphere. Maybe it's atmospheric or put in for the night. 1:35 a.m. Is something bad gonna happen at 3 a.m.? Me? The rest of the night was quiet and the two slept silently. I feel like I slept way too long. How long were we out? It's 11:37. It's time to get up, it's almost noon. Not long enough, I wanna sleep some more. Well, I guess I should have seen that one coming. Screw it. I'll make us both some coffee, then we can start unpacking all this crap. After I manage to get her out of this bed. At least the kitchen doesn't seem too bad. What's that? His attention was drawn to an elegant wooden box sitting on the island in the center of the kitchen. Do you want to read the letter? Of course I want to read the obviously cursed letter. This is gonna be great. Dear needy grandson. Wow, low blow right off the bat there, Gramps. If you're reading this, then it's a good possibility that I'm dead. I've left everything in this house to you, when in reality is a lot, and everything's paid off, so no need to worry about bills. That's not how that works. Should you choose to remain in the house, there are some things you should probably know. Most importantly, yes, this house is haunted if you haven't figured it out already. I thought the old fart lived here alone. I guess he also just messing with me about the place being haunted. Here in the box, alongside this note, is a knife forged from the Lost Soul deposit. I wouldn't explain that bit since I'm sure you'll figure out eventually. Anyway, you can use this knife to cook, slice bread, lethally harm wayward spirits that may or may not pop up, you know. Just an all-purpose knife for any occasion. Where can I buy one? I didn't know the old man had a few screws loose. You should probably hold on to that knife. Be good to little Nina, or I'll come back to whip your... Love you. So, Nina's the ghost. Got it. Better make her some coffee. Wonder who Nina is. Guess we'll see how that ends up going. I should probably check out the knife then. At least that explains the letter and size of the box then. Looks good though. Almost like some cold object. Don't know if I want to cut food with this though. Mind cursing the food. York finishes making 2 cups of coffee and heads upstairs to wake Aruna. Babe, wake up, I brought coffee and barring news. Aruna throws the covers off and sits up in bed stretching. So I went to make coffee, I found an old note, this house is haunted, and I have an awesome knife. Did the loon leave you anything? Yes. Oh yes, we're going for the bad ending. So you're telling me this place could be haunted? I'm surprised what she wanted to lead with after telling her everything. No, it's like I said before, the old man has to be a loon, or we would have seen something by now. I hope he really was crazy, but I want to still see this knife that you claimed was forged from lost souls. As long as this Nina isn't cuter than me, I'm sure we'll be alright. No need to worry, babe. Crash. What was that? Probably the ghost. Arriving in the kitchen, Merrick noticed the shelf but gave way. That's a big mess. 5 minutes later, you managed to clean the mess up and put away any of the dishes that didn't break. Me? Hello? Is someone there? Why no me? What? Merc makes it to the bedroom, still holding the knife at his side. Walking into the room, Merc sees Aruna still sitting in the bed. What'd you break this time? Oh, you brought it back with you too? So you're gonna show me the knife now too? Awesome. Well, this thing looks cool, at least. Really weird material for sure. Honestly, I have no clue. I didn't know anything about when he was younger. I haven't seen him in like a decade. The only time I've talked to him was about borrowing money. If he did like to forge from lost souls, then maybe the place is haunted with his victims. Ooh, scary ghost noises. Don't scare me like that. You know I'm easily scared. You know I'm just messing. Me? The room falls deathly silent. What was that? Don't ask me, I sure don't know what that was. Go keep the ghost company. I'm gonna give him an earful, I assume. You dang straight. I will. Now go check the door. Surprised, Mark swiftly turns around towards the loud creaking noise. All right. Investigate. Please just be the wind in a faulty lock. Well, here goes nothing. Merrick looks over the door to see what's wrong, but is quickly interrupted. Oh, please no. I have to get out of here. Please don't be scary or mean. Oh, that's not what I expected at all. Me. Stop saying me. Me. Standing at the door, you see a tall, grotesque figure looking in at you. Use the knife. Me. The figure stops in its track, turning towards the girl. Run. Freaking out, what the hell was that? Who is that girl? You need the knife. After a quick heads up here, so far you've been given choices that result in either story continuing or receiving game over. However. Oh. So we've done the right thing. Next sort of choices have no consequence. You can either continue the story from Mark's perspective, or choose to see what takes place behind the door. If you choose to find out what happened in the room, then as a player you will know some things before the game characters do, so don't be surprised when the characters discover the things. What's happening in the room? The The noon sun barely shines in the quiet as the two figures stand there. No, me. Screams. Shocked by the sound, the figure stops in his tracks, caught off guard, and looks down at the girl, me. Now with a smile on her face, the girl jumps at the figure and starts eating it. Cries out in agony. What? Pretty. Don't piss off the ghost girl, got it. Now you know what happened? Do you feel good about yourself for getting spoilers? Alright, back to the story. Mark burst into the bedroom, startling Aruna, who had just finished getting dressed for the day. Don't scare me like that. What's getting you in such a rush? Everything okay? I'm pretty sure that I'd just seen a ghost and it scared the hell out of me. There was also a girl ghost. I couldn't help but panic and run out the door to come back after all that. What do you mean a ghost? Like the friendly ghost that flies around, or a horror movie demonic? Either way, I hope that note wasn't lying when it said this could kill ghosts. Whatever it takes, I'm at least gonna try. Who's there? Me? Me who? Nina. Yes. This completes the basic introduction and current public build of the game. There's more to come, new character introductions, character artwork, background images done specifically for the game, and more importantly, scares and story. Thank you all who played my game to this point. I hope to see you in future builds. Oh, they have a Patreon. Alright. Well, we survived. Now it's time to figure out how to die. Wait, what? Skip the note. Mark didn't bother to read the note, which had a lot of important information, probably to save his life. Merrick and Aruna were found dead in the entrance room by local authorities. Cause of death is unknown and still baffles law enforcement to this day. Okay. We've had some things to not scare her. Some information left out was important and proved to be fatal. The days unfolded quite horrifically, followed by death. Run away. Mark was too terrified to see what he said and ran back down the hall, tripping over the carpet and breaking his neck. Aruna was horrified and devastated. She sold the house and left forever. Well then. I managed to not die through the whole game, and the deaths seem really funny. Really basic game. I'm sure if the full game's ever released, it won't be too bad. I like the art style. Maybe we can see what Nina's eyes look like. They're probably red and demonic looking. That being said, if you guys have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. As always, goodbye.